Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's presentation of Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with the pay-per-view broadcast of Freedom Festival 2023. The Freedom Festival is our annual 4th of July celebration. It is a pay-per-view, and we have got 7 great matches in store for you here tonight. And as always, this show is coming to you from Dayton, Ohio, the land where Heartland Championship Wrestling was born, and the Irvin J. Nutter Center on the campus of Wright State University, my former place of employment, and the place where I often worked out and did basketball and other things. And watch the Wright State Raiders basketball team in action. And of course, any number of WWE events have taken place at the Nutter Center, affectionately known to the locals as the Nut House. And we are here at the Nut House with 7 great championship matches. Our main event will be for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship as the champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Seconded by Bobby the Brain Heenan at ringside, will take on a former World Heavyweight Champion Bryan Danielson as the American Dragon looks to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll also see the NWA World Tag Team Championship as the champions Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack defend against Jack and Jerry Brisco, the original Brisco brothers, with the titles on the line. And we say hello to SDG Replays. My man Kent Blaylock, first in line here in the Dave Cave. We also have a stretcher match, putting 2 of the hottest rivals in recent years in the Heartland, mano a mano, with only the stretcher being the deciding factor, as Sting takes on his nemesis Barry Windham, as the room is filling up. Cleveland baseball fan 879. My man Tim is here. Philip Reynolds is here. And we are ready to get the action started. Our first contest will be a championship match. This is for the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, and the first title defense ever for the new champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit and is for the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He stands at 5'11". He weighs 230 pounds. From the city of Mound, Minnesota, this is VERNE GAGNE. And his opponent is your reigning and defending Atlantic Heavyweight Champion from Denton County, Texas. 6'1", 239 pounds. This is Kevin Von Erich. So Kevin Von Erich in his very first Pro Wrestling Mid-America title defense, Atlantic Wrestling Federation title defense. That belt vacated by Ric Flair when Flair won the world title, and subsequently picked up by Kevin Von Erich after a tournament. So Von Erich has a tough test ahead in his first title defense against the wrestler's wrestler himself, VERNE GAGNE. Both these cards provided by the now defunct bootleg organization, once led by Will Harrison. Unfortunately, Will not able to keep up with all of the great work that he did to make these bootlegs come to life. So we will miss those bootlegs, but Filsinger keeps coming out with more and more great cards to keep our appetites fueled. And just this week, it was announced that Nikita Koloff will be joining the official ranks of the Filsinger Gaming Network, as he has a card coming out in just a couple of weeks at the Thez Tragos Hall of Fame induction ceremony and Galacticon 2023 in Waterloo, Iowa. I will be on hand for that event. But now let's get started with Kevin Von Erich and VERNE GAGNE squaring off for the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. And the opening initiative roll is tied. What could that possibly mean? In a match between two of the most popular baby faces in the Heartland. And on a roll of 2-3, Kevin Von Erich goes to the chart. Is he strong? They are equal in strength, so we'll give Kevin Von Erich credit for being strong. Opponent smashes object into wrestler's body, but wrestler not affected responds with a knee lift, scores 1 point. Well, Verne Gagne is not going to do something like that, so we will say that somebody along the lines of Michael P.S. Hayes came to ringside and tried to cause some shenanigans to start things off. And his attack went for naught. But Kevin Von Erich will get the opening initiative here. And he will start off with a forearm smash. Gagne is going to fire right back with a big chop. And Kevin, standing his ground, comes right back with a chop to the chest of his own. Kevin and Verne going at it in the center of the ring. Here's Verne Gagne with a full arm drag and twist. And another reversal for Kevin, as Kevin comes back with a standing drop kick with a kick to the midsection. That stuns Verne Gagne. Gagne fires back and rolls Kevin over, tries to roll him over into a surfboard. That's not going to happen. Boy, and this is like five straight reversals to start this match as Kevin and Verne are going at it. And now Kevin with another forearm smash. Verne with the reversal, coming right back. And it is Verne with a big chop across the chest of Kevin Von Erich. And finally, Kevin is staggered. Verne's following that up with an attempt at a body slam. This is a choice F maneuver. So he will need a roll of 7 or lower to complete the body slam. And on a roll of 9, it is Kevin who gets out yet again. Reversals everywhere. Now here's a big splash from Kevin, and that does stun Verne Gagne. Gagne hurt now as Kevin moves in. Kevin with another big splash, and Verne Gagne goes down. Boy, the crowd here in Dayton is supportive of both these men, but Kevin is on a flurry here, and he's got the iron claw. Kevin Von Erich traps Verne Gagne in the iron claw early on. And Verne will not be submitting to that, but that is going to cost him a point of fatigue as Kevin continues on the advantage. Verne thinks about trying to get out of the ring, but Kevin's not going to let that happen. And Kevin now with a body scissors, trying to wear down Verne Gagne. He can force a submission here on a roll of snake eyes, but on a roll of 5, Gagne is able to work his way free, and the match will continue with Kevin Von Erich in control. And the iron claw once again is laid onto Verne Gagne. Verne's suffering greatly here, and he is going to try and get out of the ring now and take a powder. And on a roll of 7, he is going to take a breather, and Kevin is going to await Verne's return to the ring and not take the fight out to the arena floor. As Kevin is waiting, and back into the ring. Oh, he comes right back in, and Kevin again clamps on the iron claw. Kevin Von Erich and his iron claw are dominating this match. And Verne Gagne is weakened significantly. He's up to 4 points of fatigue. And now another big splash by Kevin stuns Verne Gagne. Kevin in control here and making hay while the sun shines. Here comes a rear chinlock from Kevin Von Erich. And Kevin is going to follow that up with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Verne Gagne. And on a roll of 10, it is a big kick from Kevin that stuns Verne. Kevin in control here. Kevin now going again for another big splash. And Verne Gagne is stunned. Wow, I can't believe how decisive this match has been in favor of Kevin since the get-go. And now Kevin with another big splash. And once again, Verne rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor in an attempt to get a breather. And on a roll of 5, Verne is able to lure Kevin out of the ring. And we're going to have a Donnybrook on the arena floor. This is the No, B5 is a clean win for the restaurant offense. So Verne Gagne wins that brawl on the arena floor, and he now, for the first time in the match, will take charge as action returns to the ring. And this time it is Verne with the Indian Deathlock. Indian Deathlock applied to Kevin. Kevin able to get to the ropes, but he has been slowed down now. And Verne is back in control. And again, he is going to pitch Kevin out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Some questionable tactics here by Verne as Kevin is forced to climb back in to the ring, and Verne is ready and waiting. And now it's going to be a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Kevin Von Erich. And on a roll of 11, it is an incredible neck-breaking clothesline delivered by Verne Gagne. And Kevin Von Erich is down. What's Gagne going to do now? He is going to go up for a death jump. And coming off with the death jump is Verne Gagne. And on a roll of 6, as Verne tries to get up to the top rope, it is Kevin who climbs to the top turnbuckle, grabs Verne, and throws him back down to the canvas. Verne Gagne went for the death jump, but Kevin Von Erich wise to that. And Kevin Von Erich back in control. And now Von Erich goes to the sleeper hold, trying to slow Verne down. Verne makes his way to the ropes to force the hold to be broken, but Kevin stays on him and hits him with a standing drop kick. Verne is stunned. Kevin stays on him, another standing drop kick, and this time Verne goes down. Verne Gagne is down, and Kevin now is going to go for a winding head smash. That doesn't sound pleasant. Verne takes that one off his dome, and Kevin comes back with a big knee smash, and now a reversal for Verne. Verne comes back with a gut wrench suplex, taking Von Erich up, over, and down to the canvas hard. Verne now back in control, and now a drop kick from Verne is an add one maneuver, and that's going to pin the first point of fatigue onto Kevin in this match. Kevin scrambles to his feet. Verne comes at him and tries to maneuver him again into that surfboard. Kevin too quick to let that happen, and it is Kevin who comes back with a snapmare, taking Verne down to the canvas. Kevin follows that up with an attempted kick to the midsection. Verne is able to get out of the way of that one, and again, try for that surfboard, and again, Kevin able to maneuver his way out of the surfboard, and Kevin is going to attempt a body stomp, which is a choice F maneuver. So he will need a roll of 7 or lower to complete that, and on a roll of 7, he is good. And Verne is down. Verne is hurt, and Kevin is in control with another knee smash. Verne tries to fire back with a hammerlock, and Kevin reverses his way out of the hammerlock with another big standing drop kick, and Verne goes down. Kevin goes for the cover. The pin roll is 5, and on a roll of 6, Verne just got his leg over the ropes. Verne Gagne lucky to still be in this match, as Kevin Von Erich hit him with a drop kick out of nowhere and sent Verne tumbling to the canvas. Now the sleeper hold once again. Verne trying to get out of the ring, but on a roll of 8, Kevin's not going to let that happen. Or, well, that's the helpless crawl, so Verne has to make the helpless crawl back into the ring where Kevin is waiting. And now Kevin with a flying body press. That's his finisher. It's a +1. The pin roll now is 7 or lower. And on a roll of 10, Verne kicks out. Verne kicks out of the flying body press. The fans are now behind Kevin. He is on a roll. And Kevin now is going back to the sleeper hold. Verne staggering up to one knee. Kevin staying on him. Hits him with another standing drop kick. Out of the ring once again goes Verne. And Verne is forced once again to wait it out and make that helpless crawl back into the ring after taking a breather. Kevin is ready for him. And Kevin this time is going to go with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Verne Gagne. And on a roll of 10, that's the power roll. The power is even. So control remains with the wrestler on offense, which is Kevin Von Erich. Kevin comes at him with another knee smash. Verne is staggered. Kevin trying to finish off Verne Gagne here. He goes with another standing drop kick. He goes to the cover once again. The pin roll is 7 or lower. And on a roll of 11, Verne kicks out again. Boy, Verne has not shown much offense in this match, but he has shown great resiliency. And now Kevin goes back to the sleeper hold, and Verne is, again, struggling to get to his knees. A standing drop kick again from Kevin. Boy, that has been a weapon in this match, as Kevin has kept Verne on the defensive with those standing drop kicks. Here now is a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Verne Gagne. And on a roll of 11, that is the running double clothesline. The wrestler with the better ropes rating recovers first and rolls on level 3 offense. And again, the ropes ratings are equal, so Kevin maintains control. And now Kevin is going up for a death jump. Actually, he is going to forgo the death jump and just keep the pressure on with a big splash. And a big splash puts Verne down onto the canvas yet again. Verne goes out of the ring. And this time it is Verne who wins the best man wins role. And Verne takes control. Verne now is going to try and keep things out of the ring on the arena floor. Nothing good may happen here. There will be no shenanigans. And on a roll of C6, it is now Kevin who is forced to make that helpless crawl back into the ring where Verne is waiting. It's Verne who's going to go up for the death jump. And on a roll of 10, coming off the death jump, that is the wrestler with the better agility rating, which indeed is Verne. So Kevin tries to interrupt Verne, and Verne kicks him down to the canvas and hits him with a flying body press. Verne still in control. And now it is Verne with a spinning toe hold, trying to force a submission or at least slow down Kevin. Kevin makes his way to the ropes, and Verne converts it to an Indian deathlock. Again, trying to slow down Kevin with blows to the lower extremities. Here is another gut-wrench suplex by Verne. Kevin is down, and Verne now is going to the Gagne sleeper. This will be a +1 finisher, so the finisher will be a 5 or lower. And on a roll of 6, Kevin just escapes the Gagne sleeper. Kevin escapes the Gagne sleeper. And now out of the ring again, Kevin is pitched. And on a roll of 7, Kevin is going to make that helpless crawl back into the ring where Verne now is trying to take a breather. Verne Gagne is exhausted. He is digging deep for every bit of cardio he's got. He's going to go up for yet another death jump. And this time on a roll of 10, it is again Verne coming off the top rope with a death jump and knocking Kevin down to the canvas. Verne now hits a drop kick. That's going to cost another point of fatigue as Verne is on the comeback trail. And Verne now goes again for the surfboard hold. And again, Kevin is able to maneuver his way out of that and attempt a snapmare. Verne Gagne blocks the snapmare and with his own reversal hits a gut-wrench suplex. And now it is Kevin's turn to tumble out of the ring and down to the arena floor. But on a roll of 2, it is Kevin who grabs Verne by the leg, drags him out of the ring, and smashes him into the turnbuckle post. A surprisingly aggressive move by Kevin Von Erich, but this match is getting desperate. And now as they go back into the ring, Kevin goes for the flying body press. It's a +1 finisher. The pin roll is 9 or lower. And on a roll of 10, Verne kicks out again. I do not believe it. Verne Gagne showing all the resilience in the world. What a match we are seeing from both these men. Kevin still in control. Verne wants out of the ring. Kevin ain't going to let that happen. Kevin comes back with another standing drop kick, and Verne goes down. Verne is down. Kevin comes back. Kevin with a body scissors. Verne trying to get out of the ring, but on a roll of 9, that is the helpless crawl. Verne is going to have to crawl back into the ring. And Kevin has got the flying body press going. Once again, the flying body press. Here he comes. The pin roll now is 10 or lower. And on a roll of 5, he got him. Wow. What a match. As Kevin Von Erich has successfully defended the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship with the flying body press. So congratulations to Kevin Von Erich. The fans here at the Nutter Center congratulating both these men with a well-deserved round of applause after a very, very intense matchup with Kevin Von Erich successfully defending the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship over his #1 challenger, VERNE GAGNE. All right, a couple of updates. Thank you. We got some new folks in the chat room since we started that match. Philip Reynolds. Any plans for the 4th? I do have a barbecue planned for the 4th with some friends. Looking forward to that. Salvador America in the chat room. And Salvador, I am still waiting for your email. An update on the fast action cards that I have created for the Filsinger Games universe. I have created some fast action cards for both foreign objects and for action outside the ring. And I dropped off those cards at the printer today, and those should be available on Wednesday. So come this Wednesday, the Filsinger fast action decks, designed by me and or conceptualized by me and designed by Carl Zilla, will become a reality this Wednesday, courtesy of FedEx Kinko's. So we got that to look forward to. And yeah, Salvador, if you send me your mailing address, I'll put the first set in the mail to you as soon as they arrive this week, and you will be the first one, the first member of the community to have the new fast action cards in hand. All right, we are ready for our next matchup. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit, and it is for the Patriot Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. They both hail from parts unknown, and they come to the ring at a combined weight of 585 pounds. They are the former Patriot Tag Team Champions. They are Axe and Smash. Demolition. So Demolition, Axe, and Smash coming back for the titles that they recently lost in the Patriot Heavyweight Champion, in the Patriot Wrestling Federation Tag Team Division. Their opponents are your new champions, reigning and defending, from the City of Angels, coming to the ring at a total combined weight of 442 pounds. This is Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, collectively known as the Fantastics. So it is the Fantastics versus Demolition with the Patriot Tag Team Championship on the line. Oh my goodness, I forgot to use the championship dice for that first match. But we'll let the results stand nonetheless. All right, we are ready for our next match, and it will be Tommy Rogers starting off for the Fantastics against Demolition Smash. Interesting battle of contrasting styles here. Tommy Rogers and Smash come together in the center of the ring, and it is Smash who wins the opening initiative role. And he comes out and just grabs Tommy Rogers by the hair and punches him in the mush. Tommy Rogers stunned by that punch, not able to get over and make the tag as Demolition Smash has him by the hair, and now Smash pulls him into a huge bear hug. Smash trying to overpower Tommy Rogers here in the opening segment of the match. And now it is going to be Smash going for the atomic drop. This is a choice F maneuver. So Smash will need a roll of 8 or lower to complete this successfully. And on a roll of 7, he does hit the atomic drop. And Tommy Rogers goes down. Tommy Rogers already injured after a bear hug and an atomic drop. And now Demolition Smash whips him over into the corner, where Axe and Smash lay a demolition beatdown on Tommy Rogers in the corner. That is going to cost Tommy Rogers a point of fatigue. Axe now comes into the ring as the legal man, with Tommy Rogers in trouble here early in this title defense. Axe is going to go for the Russian leg sweep. That is a choice E maneuver. He will need a roll of... Let's see, if I go for the level 2, he can get it on 10 or lower. And that's what we will do this early in the match. Later in the match, we may try the more risky roll, but he does get the Russian leg sweep on Tommy Rogers, and Tommy Rogers is able to get to his feet. They meet together in the center of the ring, and it is a double forearm clap by Axe that stuns Tommy Rogers. Boy, they're just bullying this Tommy Rogers around. Now here's a big hip toss from Axe. And finally, Tommy is able to get over and make the tag to his partner, Bobby Fulton. Bobby Fulton now into the ring for the first time, squaring off against Demolition Axe. And it is Fulton who tries to go for the snapmare. That's a power move. That ain't going to work against Demolition Axe. And instead, Axe whips Tommy Fulton over into the corner. And again, it is a Demolition beatdown. Laying the smack down on Bobby Fulton. That's going to cost Fulton a point of fatigue. And that brings Smash back into the ring as the legal man, as Fulton is now licking his wounds. Demolition Smash comes in and just hotshots him on the top rope. Boy, these two Demolition guys are nothing but a couple of big bullies. And the fans here in Dayton are letting them know about it. As Smash keeps on the attack with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Bobby Fulton, and on a roll of 9, it is a big kick from Demolition Smash that stuns Bobby Fulton. Smash still in control. Smash with a ram of the head to the turnbuckle, and Bobby Fulton got a face full of turnbuckle that time. He is down. Smash going for some more damage. Just lays a chokehold on him. Fulton staggering up to his feet. And Smash follows that up with a big double sledge to the back. Fulton is hurting in the center of the ring. Tag to Axe. We're going to see a double team here. And on a roll of 9, it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by Axe as he comes into the ring. And Axe now in control against Bobby Fulton. Axe now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Fulton. And on a roll of 10, that is the double specialty move. Control goes to the man with the better turnbuckle rating, which is Axe. So Axe hits Bobby Fulton with a big double thrust coming off of the turnbuckle, and Fulton is down. Axe in control. And Axe is going to pitch Bobby Fulton out of the ring. And this is someplace that the Fantastics do not want to go. But on a roll of 5, it is Bobby Fulton who takes the initiative here and grabs Demolition Axe and whips him into the steel security railing. Will we see a disqualification here? No, we will not. Fulton now is in control, and as action comes back into the ring, it's Fulton with a big drop kick on Axe. Fulton's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is Snake Eyes, and on a roll of 5, Axe will kick out. So Fulton with a nice move there to reverse the momentum of this match. And now Fulton is going to go for the Fantastic Cradle. That's a pinning predicament. The pin roll here is 3 or lower, and on a roll of 6, Axe is able to kick out. But that costs him another point of fatigue. Tag to Tommy Rogers. Now it's the Fantastics' turn for a double team. And on a roll of 5, it is a big double dropkick delivered by both members of the Fantastics that costs Axe another point of fatigue. Axe is in trouble here. Rogers now the legal man in the ring. And anytime I've got a heel team with a member that's got that's got 3 points of fatigue, we go to the outside interference. So Smash is going to come into the ring and try and mess things up for the Fantastics. And on a roll of 7, it is a brawl that results in the center of the ring as Smash comes in and Fulton comes in. And we go to the disqualification roll of 4. I don't use disqualifications when it is the tag partner who comes in. So this is not outside interference. But the brawl will be decided on a roll of odd or even. And on the even roll, the decision goes to the Demolition. So Demolition is able to turn the momentum. That does cost a pin save. But Axe is now in control against Tommy Rogers after Smash came in and did his damage. And now Axe with a big clothesline takes Tommy Rogers down to the canvas. Thank you, Salvador America, for stopping by. And I will look forward to hearing from you this week. As Axe now pitches Tommy Rogers out of the ring. and down to the arena floor. But on a roll of 3, it is Tommy Rogers who wins the brawl on the arena floor. He grabs Axe by the leg and rams the leg of Axe into the turnbuckle. Axe now is hurting again, and now Tommy Rogers is going to try for a crucifix roll-up. This is a choice H maneuver, meaning he can either use the agility roll of 9 or lower, or a death jump B, he'll go for the 9 or lower. And on a roll of 7, he gets him over. And Axe is able to kick out of that, but Rogers still in control. And Rogers now with a monkey flip. That's actually a double monkey flip. They hit it on both opponents. And now the Demolition is unable to make a defensive tag for the next 3 moves. So Rogers in control. And Rogers goes for the forearm smash, but cannot connect on that. That's a power move. Axe instead counters with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Tommy Rogers. But on a roll of 4, it is Tommy who comes off the turnbuckle and nails Demolition Axe with a skull-splitting running lariat. And Axe goes down hard. Tommy's going to go for the cover. The pin roll is 5 or lower. And on a roll of 3, he got him. How about that? Tommy Rogers out of nowhere with a skull-splitting running lariat off of the turnbuckle that puts Axe down for the pin. Now you'll notice that I did not try a pin save there, and that is because Demolition was still under that double team move where they could not make any defensive tags. So I did not allow the pin save there. And as a result, Axe was pinned, and the Fantastics are your winners. Tommy Rogers with a pinfall on Axe after a skull-splitting running lariat off the turnbuckle. So congratulations to the Fantastics. They are your successfully defending Patriot Tag Team Champions here in Dayton, Ohio, and the fans in Dayton are loving it. Bobby Fulton, of course, a native of nearby Columbus, Ohio, the place of my birth, and a popular figure around the Midwest, even though as he teamed with Tommy Rogers, they were billed as being from Los Angeles. That was not the case. All right, we've got Amish Elvis in the chat room now. Welcome to you, sir, the masked wrestler from parts unknown. I hope today has been kind to you, sir. Indeed, it has. In fact, it has been a great week here in the Dave Cave. For those of you who have followed the adventures of the Dave Cave in 2023, I did have a retinal detachment a few months ago, but this week the results of the detachment finally cleared up. The bubble is gone. I am able to travel, and I was able to book my tickets to Play.con in Denver at the end of July. There was some question as to whether I was going to make it, and the question has been answered. All praise and glory to God for successfully healing me from that situation and providing for me the opportunity to go spend some time with some fellow sports gamers out in Denver the last weekend of July. So thank you, Amish Elvis, for being here today, and thank you for your kind words. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is another title match, and this one should be a fascinating confrontation. I don't know if these men ever wrestled against each other in real life. Although they were compatriots in the historical sense. This match is for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit, and it is for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall. He weighs 265 pounds from Abruzzi, Italy. This is Bruno Sammartino. And his opponent is your reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Champion. He stands at 6'1", weighs in at 245 pounds from Beverly Hills, California. This is Nick Bockwinkel. So Nick Bockwinkel and Bruno Sammartino, and boy, have I been looking forward to this matchup ever since the pairings were announced. Dwayne Martz is here. Thank you, Dwayne, for stopping in, and thank you for the kind words. I checked out Dwayne's channel this week and enjoyed some of the sporting action that he provided. I think he's got a red, white, and blue racing video that I need to check out as well. But now we've got Nick Bockwinkel and Bruno Sammartino squaring off here in Dayton, Ohio, with the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Championship on the line. Pro Wrestling Mid-America, of course, the territory that runs through Texas, Tennessee, Kansas City, and the greater Midwest area, Memphis as well. And the opening initiative role is won by Nick Bockwinkel. Bockwinkel and Sammartino squaring off. And it is an armbar applied by Nick Bockwinkel to start things off. Bruno Sammartino works his way back up to his feet. Bockwinkel holds the armbar. And of course, in this match, as you might expect, Bockwinkel holds the advantage in agility, and Sammartino holds the advantage in power. But as they come together, it is Bockwinkel able to execute the arm drag takedown and quickly roll Bruno over into the Boston Crab. Brilliant wrestling move there by Nick Bockwinkel. Bruno is able to make his way to the ropes to get the reversal, but Bockwinkel immediately converts that over into an abdominal stretch. Another nice submission move there by Bockwinkel. He is going to be able to get a submission here on a roll of snake eyes, but on a roll of 4, Bruno is able to withstand the effects of the abdominal stretch, and the match will continue. Bockwinkel in control, and now is just going to choke Bruno on the ropes. The referee putting the count on him. Count of 1, 2, 3, and on the count of 4, Bockwinkel breaks the choke, but quickly rolls up Bruno into a pinning predicament again. The pin roll is 3 or lower, and on a roll of snake eyes, he got him. Just like that. Unbelievable. Nick Bockwinkel with a flash pin on Bruno Sammartino, probably with a pull of the tights. But he is your winner, and he has successfully retained the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship with a surprisingly easy victory over Bruno Sammartino. What happened there was that Bockwinkel hit the roll that said choke on ropes, and Sammartino hit his pin rating. Obviously, you don't pin somebody by choking them on the ropes, so I modified that from the announcer's perspective into a break of the hold on a count of 4 followed by a roll-up. And with a pull of the tights, Nick Bockwinkel has defeated Bruno Sammartino to retain the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. The fans in the Nutter Center here in Dayton, Ohio, not at all happy about that decision or those tactics. But Nick Bockwinkel, your champion, could not care less. As with an arrogant sneer, Bockwinkel throws that Pro Wrestling Mid-America Championship belt around his waist and heads out of the arena. He ain't getting paid by the hour. And tonight he has put away one of the greats of all time with nothing but smarts and subterfuge. All right. Fans, this next match is going to be a new match. I have not tried one of these before. But this will be a stretcher match. And this could get intense. For those of you who have followed the Annals of Heartland Championship Wrestling over about the last 18 months, you will know that at one point in time, early in the year 2022, the Atlantic Wrestling Federation Championship was held by Sting. but Sting was put out of action after he suffered a lariat at the hands of Barry Windham at a meet and greet, and that lariat took Sting off of a hotel balcony and down, crashing to the floor, where he was injured and put out of action for a period of about 8 months. Sting was out of action. Windham moved on. Sting has come back to action and has not yet been able to get his hands on Barry Windham until now. Dayton, Ohio, Freedom Festival 2023. Sting, Barry Windham, stretcher match coming up next. And of course, Windham has moved on from the Atlantic Wrestling Federation over to Texas since that time, and he has taken up with a band of thugs, the likes of which include Terry Funk and Stan Hansen and Jackie Fargo, and they call themselves the stable known as 3W, Whatever We Want. And Jimmy Hart has taken over management of that stable. So Sting may be facing something of a numbers game here, even as he faces a stretcher match against his nemesis, Barry Windham. Now, let's check out the rules for the stretcher match. These rules are brought to you by the Filsinger Games Ringside Companion. If you don't have the Filsinger Games Ringside Companion, I strongly encourage you to check this out. It's got matches for Legends of Wrestling. It also has matches for the companion game, Champions of the Galaxy, which is the fictitious version of the wrestling universe. Lots of interesting characters. I am of course just a Legends player, but for the folks that play the Champions brand of Filsinger Games, they also have a great experience with the creativity of Tom Filsinger and the very compelling characters that he creates. All right, in this match, the goal is to beat your opponent so badly that he has to be taken out of the arena on a stretcher. The stretcher is stationed outside the ring during this match. We will use Texas Deathmatch rules, meaning the cage ratings are in effect rather than the standard pin rating. And that is going to work to the disadvantage of Sting. Windham has 2 in the cage and 2 on the standard match. Sting has a pin rating of 1 in a standard match, but a cage rating of 3. So Sting is going to be at a disadvantage in this situation, as you might expect. No distractor ratings are used and no outside interference is allowed, which will be bad for Windham because he has his gang from his stable, and they will not be allowed to interfere. Whenever a pin or finisher is rolled, roll instead on the chart below. The match can only end when one of the situations on the chart is rolled. Pin ratings and fatigue are not needed for this match, so we don't even need fatigue for this match. As Al Red Sox fan joins us here in the chat room just in time for the stretcher match between Sting and Barry Windham. All right, we have the grudge match dice in effect. And on an opening roll, the initiative goes to Barry Windham. So Windham coming out aggressively with an elbow smash to Sting. The agility for both these men is equal, and the power favors Sting. So Sting takes that elbow smash right between the eyes, and he is stunned. Windham follows that up quickly and goes to the sleeper hold. But Sting ain't falling for the sleeper hold. So Windham has to come back and attempt a drop kick. Sting is staggered back, but they come back together in the center of the ring. Here is a kick to the chest by Windham, and finally Sting with the reversal. And Sting with a vertical suplex up, over, and down to the canvas hard goes Barry Windham. All 6'7" of him, as Sting suplexed him up, over, and down. Sting follows that up with a drop kick. That is a choice C maneuver, so he'll need a roll of 6 or lower to complete that, and on a roll of 2, he nails the drop kick on Windham. And Windham is again hurt. Sting follows that up with a one-handed bulldog coming off the ropes. A very dynamic move. Good way to get the crowd going. Windham is hurt, and Stinger follows that up with another drop kick. And this time on a roll of 9, Windham is able to avoid the drop kick. And it is Windham who comes back with a big suplex, taking Sting down to the mat. Both these men keeping it simple here at the beginning, trying to wear each other down. But we'll see whatever kind of malice follows as Windham moves in with a series of European uppercuts. Staggering Sting. Windham now with a big power slam. And Sting is hurt yet again. Windham now with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Sting. On a roll of 3, it is Sting who rolls the pin. But the pin doesn't count, so we go to the stretcher match. The stretcher chart. And the roll is again 3. Sting brawls with his opponent outside the ring. It is the opponent, Barry Windham, who gets the upper hand. He slams Sting on the arena floor and then delivers an amazing maneuver off the top rope. A flying lariat by Barry Windham off the top rope down onto Sting on the floor. He puts you on the stretcher and you are taken out of the arena. The opponent wins the match. Roll 1 die to determine the length of your injury. Oh my goodness. So just like that, Barry Windham, right off of the jump, puts Sting on the floor with a body slam, and using that same lariat maneuver he managed to injure Sting with 18 months ago, he hit him again and just nailed him, and Sting is on the stretcher and taken out of the arena. Fans here very, very concerned. Sting had a neck injury from Windham's previous clothesline back that put him out previously. Sting now out of action once again as Windham has put Sting on the shelf with that lariat off the top rope and down to the arena floor. And Sting is being wheeled out of here, and Windham is back in the center of the ring taunting. He's got Terry Funk with him, and he's got Jimmy Hart with him, and they are just having the time of their lives watching Sting get hauled out of the Nutter Center on a stretcher. Unbelievable. Barry Windham taking advantage of the injured neck of Sting to win that match with a flying lariat off of the top turnbuckle down to the arena floor. Windham went for broke, and it paid off as he put Sting on the stretcher and put him out of there with that flying lariat. Barry Windham, boy, what a great wrestler he was. He struggled with injuries off and on through his career that kind of kept him from reaching his full potential. But this guy could go. He had the look. He had a great heel persona that he could play when he was a member of the Four Horsemen. And he really had he really had the complete package. Just didn't quite make it to the level of a Ric Flair or somebody of that ilk. But Barry Windham puts Sting away here in Dayton, Ohio, and the fans in Dayton are stunned. Poor Sting, says Mark Ferguson as he comes to ringside. Thank you, Mark, for joining us here today for our 4th of July weekend pay-per-view broadcast, Freedom Festival 2023. All right, so the fans here are still in a state of shocked silence as Sting is stretchered out of here, courtesy of Barry Windham, and we wish nothing but the best for Sting as Windham waves goodbye, and his victory is something that has gotten the crowd here to fall silent in the Nutter Center. Ladies and gentlemen, your following contest is for the Heartland Ladies Championship. It's scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. And this is another match where opinions will be mixed, as this is, to be quite honest, heel versus heel. Two of the most hated women in the Heartland. Your current champion and your number one contender are both just despised. But introducing first the challenger. She stands at 5'4" and weighs in at 115 pounds out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is EVELISSE. And as you know, EVELISSE was not very popular to begin with, but she got into a feud with Velvet Sky, of all people, the commentator in Heartland Ladies Wrestling, and it was Velvet Sky who was assaulted by EVELISSE that started a hateful feud that ended on pay-per-view last month when Velvet picked up a very emotional win over the second to EVELISSE, the Bionic Beast Genocide. But her opponent is your reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Champion. She stands at 5'8", weighs in at 140 pounds. From Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, this is Nicole Matthews. And Nicole Matthews, none too popular in her own right. She hangs out with Portia Perez, collectively known as the Canadian Ninjas. And certainly the Canadian Ninjas are not at the top of anybody's popularity list. But I don't think she's hated nearly as much as EVELISSE is hated throughout Heartland Ladies Wrestling and around the Heartland as a rule. So both these ladies are ready to do battle in this contest for the Heartland Ladies Championship, currently held by Nicole Matthews. One fall, says Mark Ferguson. Love that fan interaction, as the opening initiative role is won by Nicole Matthews, and she immediately starts choking down EVELISSE across the ropes to the dismay of no one. EVELISSE fights her way free, and now an elbow drop delivered by Nicole Matthews. She misses that. EVELISSE has the superior agility in this match, and EVELISSE is able to come back with a scorpion kick that stuns Nicole. Good move there by EVELISSE, moving in now with a vertigo kick, a spinning kick to the rib cage of Nicole that stuns Nicole, sends her back, and now an exploder suplex delivered by EVELISSE puts Nicole down to the canvas. Another exploder, but this time Nicole with the reversal, and Nicole comes back, tries the elbow drop again, and misses. EVELISSE now in control. EVELISSE with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Nicole, and on a roll of 7, it is Nicole who grabs EVELISSE by the arm and whips EVELISSE into the far turnbuckle. And on a roll of 8, EVELISSE comes off the turnbuckle where she is crushed by a big kick delivered by Nicole Matthews. Nicole now in charge. Big fall-away slam, and EVELISSE immediately rolls out of the ring. EVELISSE rolling out of the ring, but on a roll of 6, it is Nicole coming out. They duke it out on the arena floor, and Nicole wins that brawl by virtue of her superior ring rating. And Nicole maintains control on level 3 offense, and now a big brain buster. Big brain buster executed on EVELISSE. And once again, EVELISSE going out of the ring. We'll not see any shenanigans yet, but I wouldn't surprise me to see these two pull out all kinds of dirty tactics on the arena floor, given the opportunity. And once again, on a roll of 6, it is Nicole Matthews who wins the ringside brawl. And as they come back into the ring, Nicole's going up for a death jump. Actually, she's going for the Lion Tamer. Let me rethink this. The Lion Tamer is a power move, so she can hit that on a 9 or lower. So she's going to go for the Lion Tamer, because EVELISSE has the advantage in agility. But on a roll of 10, it is EVELISSE who is able to work her way out of the attempted Lion Tamer, and it is EVELISSE with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Nicole, and on a roll of 9, that is that's the power rating, and it is Nicole who has the power advantage. So she takes EVELISSE down to the canvas with a running shoulder tackle, and Nicole is in control. Whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes EVELISSE, and on a roll of 7, that's a reversal. Nicole goes into the turnbuckle. She reverses that, and it's EVELISSE going back into the turnbuckle, but on a roll of 5, it is EVELISSE bouncing forward off the turnbuckle and nailing Nicole Matthews with a skull-crushing, spinning, running lariat. And Nicole Matthews is stunned. Scorpion kick delivered by EVELISSE. She's got some good skills with her striking. and she keeps the pressure on with another scorpion kick. Nicole trying to absorb these kicks and get closer. IVELISSE keeping her distance from the more powerful wrestler. And now here is IVELISSE with the move she calls the ride-along. And to be quite honest, I have no idea what it is, but Nicole is stunned. And now another vertigo kick by IVELISSE. Nicole still stunned. Nicole taking a lot of strikes from IVELISSE and standing her ground. And it is IVELISSE now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Nicole, and she lifts a knee into the head of IVELISSE, and that puts Nicole in the driver's seat. German suplex takes IVELISSE down to the canvas. Nicole follows that up with a front face lock. Battling in the center of the ring, Nicole still in control. And out of the front face lock position, it's IVELISSE who escapes that. And IVELISSE with another vertigo kick that stuns Nicole. IVELISSE has her striking game going. And now an exploder suplex by IVELISSE puts Nicole down to the canvas. Another scorpion kick, and now it is Nicole who is leaving the ring. Out to the arena floor we go. And on a roll of 2, that's good for Nicole. She grabs IVELISSE and slams IVELISSE face first onto the ringside table. IVELISSE is stunned. Nicole once again going for that lion tamer on a roll of 9 or lower. And again, IVELISSE able to squirm her way out of that. And IVELISSE with a scorpion kick stuns Nicole once again. Another scorpion kick from IVELISSE. Her strikes are finding their targets. Whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Nicole Matthews, and on a roll of 9, once again, that is the power roll. That goes to Nicole, and Nicole follows that up with a big lariat that sends IVELISSE down to the canvas. IVELISSE down, Nicole in control. Nicole with a side slam. IVELISSE able to avoid that maneuver and come back with a springboard arm drag. That missed everything. Nicole coming back with a hip toss that takes IVELISSE down to the canvas. Nicole now catches a front face lock. Nicole maintains that front face lock. IVELISSE counters with an arm drag, but Nicole powers her way out of the arm drag attempt with a big fall-away slam that puts IVELISSE back down onto the canvas. Nicole back in control with another big fall-away slam. These high-impact moves taking their toll on IVELISSE, and she is down. And now Nicole with a brainbuster stuns IVELISSE. IVELISSE slow to get to her feet. We've been at this match for close to 10 minutes, and no pin attempts as of yet. But now a big lariat from Nicole Matthews takes IVELISSE back down, and Nicole follows that up with another side slam. Both ladies go down. They come back together in the center of the ring, and it is IVELISSE who is going to take an attempt at a dragon sleeper. This is a choice C maneuver as they come together. So she will need an agility roll of 7 or lower to be able to hook up the dragon sleeper. And on a roll of 3, the dragon sleeper is locked on. And we may see a submission here on a roll of snake eyes. But on a roll of 6, Nicole survives the dragon sleeper. But in so doing, records the first point of fatigue of this match. IVELISSE now in control. She's going up for a death jump. Off the top rope comes IVELISSE, but on a roll of 5, Nicole caught her. Nicole caught her going up to the top rope and threw her down to the mat hard. Nicole now in control. She's going to go for that lion tamer for a 3rd time, and for a 3rd time, IVELISSE is able to squirm out. And IVELISSE comes back with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Nicole, and on a roll of 8, it is a big kick from IVELISSE that stuns Nicole. And IVELISSE back to that ride-along. Nicole still stunned. IVELISSE in control. Hits another scorpion kick. IVELISSE hitting those strikes once again, trying to wear down the champion, as she now hits a vertigo kick. And an exploder suplex attempt, but Nicole powers her way out of the exploder and catches another front face lock on IVELISSE. Wow, Nicole has really worked hard to absorb a lot of punishing blows. And now IVELISSE again slips out of the front face lock. Tries for the exploder. Nicole powers her way out of that. Another reversal and a running elbow smash by Nicole Matthews catches IVELISSE right between the eyes. IVELISSE goes down. Nicole goes for the cover, And on a roll of 7, IVELISSE kicks out. Nicole back in control. And Nicole now pitches IVELISSE out of the ring and out to the arena floor we go once again. And on a roll of 8, it is IVELISSE forced to make that helpless crawl back into the ring, where Nicole grabs her as she comes through and suplexes her over the top rope and down to the canvas hard. Nicole follows that up, out of the ring yet again, and this time we will see some shenanigans. The out of the ring chart comes into play. We may see a double count out here on a roll of 2 to 5, and on a roll of 7, it will be no double count out as they're brawling. Nicole rolls into the ring, rolls back out of the ring, and what's going to happen on the arena floor this time? It is going to be a foreign object. Foreign object coming into play, as Nicole Matthews has the advantage here. But the initiative or the gut check roll is won by IVELISSE, and IVELISSE grabs the foreign object and slugs Nicole with it. We may see her disqualified. On a roll of 5, we roll that again. And on a roll of 6, IVELISSE barely avoids disqualification, as she nails Nicole with a foreign object and the match continues. IVELISSE now in control. IVELISSE hits the switchblade. That running clothesline off the ropes, Nicole is hurt. And now a vertigo kick is going to send Nicole out of the ring and down to the arena floor yet again. This time IVELISSE is going to wait it out and force Nicole to come back into the ring ahead of the 10 count, where IVELISSE is ready for a death jump. Off the top rope comes IVELISSE, and on a roll of 8, she nails Nicole Matthews with a missile dropkick off the top rope. IVELISSE now in charge, hits the flaming arrow, and Nicole is leaving the ring yet again. And this time it is IVELISSE who hits a flying knee smash off of the ring apron onto Nicole down on the floor. We may see a count out here on a roll of 4 or lower. On a roll of 8, Nicole gets to her feet and the match continues. IVELISSE dragging Nicole back into the ring. IVELISSE busted open after that double knee smash off the apron. Nicole busted open, and IVELISSE is going for the finish. She wraps her up in El Alacran, the stretch muffler submission hold, but Nicole survives that. Here's another ride along. Nicole survives that. Another ride along, and Nicole is out of the ring yet again. Nicole doing everything in her power to take this brawl to the arena floor. Maybe she'll get disqualified. Maybe something good will happen for her on the arena floor. And indeed, this time it's going to be the double disqualification rule. Will we see Nicole disqualified? No. Will we see IVELISSE disqualified? Maybe. But on a roll of 10 the second time around, IVELISSE is not disqualified. And we go to the odd even roll, which is won by IVELISSE. IVELISSE has got the pressure on the champion here, and now she goes for the Desert Eagle. That is her sunset flip powerbomb. That's a +2 finisher. The pin roll here is 7 or lower. And on a roll of 12, Nicole is able to kick out. And now we have got outside interference happening. Portia Perez has come down to ringside. And she is going to pull some shenanigans here to try and save the championship for her partner. And on a roll of 10, it is Portia Perez who storms the ring. But she is taken off of the ring by IVELISSE. IVELISSE hits a scorpion kick on on Portia, and takes her out. And IVELISSE now with a scorpion kick on Nicole. She rolls the pin. The pin is 6 or lower. And on a roll of 10, she doesn't get her. Wow. IVELISSE has put aside the challenge of Portia, who is now being escorted away from ringside. IVELISSE still in control in the ring as she goes for El Alacran, which is the submission hold. Nicole will not submit. Now an exploder suplex delivered by IVELISSE. Followed by a vertigo kick. Nicole back to her feet. She is staggered. She is bloodied, but she is doing everything in her power to hold on here, as it is a whip to the ropes from IVELISSE. Off the ropes comes Nicole Matthews, and on a roll of 4. That is a mistake by IVELISSE. She sets her head too soon. Nicole comes off of the mat, comes off of the ropes, catches IVELISSE, and dumps her onto the mat face first with a DDT. Nicole now pitches IVELISSE out of the ring. Back out to the arena floor we go again. IVELISSE has to make that helpless crawl back into the ring. Nicole trying to wipe the blood out of her eyes as she delivers a brainbuster on IVELISSE. IVELISSE is stunned. Nicole with a fall-away slam on IVELISSE. Nicole keeping the pressure on. Side slam takes IVELISSE down to the canvas, but IVELISSE gets up with a snap suplex and a bridge. Nicole rolls out of that one, but IVELISSE with another scorpion kick, and Nicole is stunned once again. What a tremendous match we're seeing here. Here's another exploder by IVELISSE, and Nicole goes down. IVELISSE goes back to the submission hold. The El Alacran. Nicole will not submit. Another vertigo kick absorbed. Another scorpion kick absorbed. IVELISSE just pounding on Nicole with kick after kick. Here's a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Nicole. And again, it is good for Nicole as IVELISSE charged in and missed. Another mistake by IVELISSE. Sends IVELISSE tumbling out to the arena floor. But on a roll of 4, it is out of the ring. Both wrestlers roll disqualification yet again. No disqualification for Nicole. IVELISSE may be disqualified here. And on a roll of 11, she will not be disqualified. We go odd even. On a roll of 6, it is Nicole who wins the brawl on the arena floor. And as they come back into the ring, it's Nicole who grabs IVELISSE by the leg and will not let her back into the ring. IVELISSE tries to fight back. They brawl on the arena floor. Nicole sends IVELISSE careening into the steel steps at ringside. Back and they stay out of the ring yet again. We're going to see a double count out here on a roll of 2 to 5. But on a roll of 9, the match will continue. As the brawl continues on the arena floor, Nicole again, with her superior brawling, wins that battle. And as they come and out of the ring is rolled yet again. And again, the referee is just going to let him fight. And again, Nicole wins the brawl on the arena floor. They come back into the ring. And now Nicole is going for that lion tamer. This time she gets her over. IVELISSE barely holding on. Nicole with a big lariat takes IVELISSE down to the canvas. Out of the ring we go yet again. And they are going to battle their way into the crowd. And this match is going to be declared a double count out. Oh my goodness, this match had everything except a satisfying win, as this ends in a double countout. And a wild one at that. Nothing settled here in the Nutter Center between Nicole Matthews and IVELISSE. Who will win the brawl on the arena floor? And the answer is IVELISSE wins the brawl on the arena floor. And we're going to have to do an injury check on both of these wrestlers, as they are both busted open and bloodied on that roll on that brawl on the arena floor. And we'll have an update later in the week on the status of both of these women as they battled all over the Nutter Center and did not resolve anything, finally ending in a double countout. What a crazy women's match we have just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Nut House. They call it the Nut House for a reason, and you have seen why, but we still haven't seen the biggest nut of them all. We're going to see the biggest nuts of them all here in our next contest, which is the NWA World Tag Team Championship. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our next event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. Out of Blackwell, Oklahoma, weighing in at a total combined weight of 441 pounds, it is Jack and his brother Jerry, the Briscoe brothers. Excuse me. Got the hiccups now. That's not good. And their opponents are your reigning and defending NWA World Tag Team Champions. Coming to the ring first from Boston, Massachusetts. He stands at 5'11" and weighs 252 pounds. This is the Prince of Darkness, Kevin Sullivan. And his tag team partner comes from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. He stands at 6'2". He weighs 287 pounds. This is Cactus Jack. So Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan are your NWA World Tag Team Champions. They're going to have their hands full tonight with the Briscoe brothers in tag team competition with the titles on the line. Full disqualification rules are in effect, so if Sullivan and Cactus Jack manage to get themselves disqualified, they will retain the belts. And don't think they both know that coming in. It will be Kevin Sullivan starting things off against Jerry Briscoe as the referee calls for the bell and this match is underway. Or as our buddy Rob exclamation point would say, ding, ding, ding. And it is Kevin Sullivan who takes the opening initiative role. And Sullivan comes at Jerry Briscoe with a running knee. That's an agility move, and Jerry Briscoe is able to dodge that. And it is Briscoe with a knee drop, but Kevin Sullivan rolls out of the way of that one. And Sullivan comes back with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Jerry Briscoe, and on a roll of 5, it is Briscoe who lifts a knee to the head of Kevin Sullivan. And Briscoe takes control. Jerry Briscoe comes out with a Boston Crab, rolling Kevin Sullivan over into a submission move. Kevin Sullivan, actually a really good technical wrestler, able to work his way free from the Boston Crab, gets to the bottom ropes, gets back to his feet, where Jerry Briscoe is ready, and goes with a falling leg snap, and that hurt. Sullivan appeared to be stunned by that move, as Jerry Briscoe now takes control with a lateral guillotine, and Sullivan again works his way to his feet. Jerry's going to tag in brother Jack. Jack Briscoe now in the ring and in control against Kevin Sullivan. Jack Briscoe with a knee breaker as they're working the injured lower extremity of Kevin Sullivan, that left leg after Jerry caught him with that falling leg snap. Sullivan favoring that left leg, and Briscoe continues to work on him, and he is now going to go for the airplane spin. This is a choice E maneuver. So he will need a roll of 9 or lower to connect on the airplane spin. Around and around we go and down to the canvas hard. Jack Briscoe goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 3, and on a roll of 8, Kevin Sullivan kicks out. But Jack Briscoe is still in control, as Sullivan has largely been kept from executing any of his mayhem. And now here's a rolling reverse cradle and another pin attempt by Jack Briscoe. The pin attempt here is 4, and on a roll of snake eyes, he's going to get it. Unless unless Cactus Jack can make the pin save. And on a roll of 9, he is unable to make the pin save as Jerry Briscoe gets over. And with the rolling reverse cradle, Jack Briscoe has pinned Kevin Sullivan, and the Briscoes are your new NWA World Tag Team Champions. As Jack Briscoe pins Kevin Sullivan with a rolling reverse cradle. And you got to think that knee injury that Kevin Sullivan suffered may have been a factor. And Jerry Brisco very alertly intercepting Cactus Jack, preventing him from making the pin save. And the Brisco brothers, just like that, your new NWA World Tag Team Champions, and deservedly so, I must say. And as we break here, just a house rule, I finally made a decision about how I'm going to use the pin save chart. There has been, some discussion back and forth among players of the Filsinger games. Do you use the pin save chart before the pin attempt or after the pin attempt? There are some who go before. There are some who go after. And I've kind of gone back and forth on that. And what I have finally decided is this: if a pin save, and this is I'm probably going to have to rethink this because of the situation we just saw. And in fact, I have made another decision on this. If the pin attempt is a 2 or a 3, there will be no pin save. Since you wouldn't expect your opponent, your partner, to get pinned in that situation, and you're probably thinking he'll kick out, and like we saw with Sullivan, that's going to be a flash pin. On a 4 or 5, I will let give the opponents the choice to roll the pin save after the fact. But on 6 or higher, I'm going to force them to roll the save before the pin roll, because I've seen matches where it helps to wait until later to roll the pin save, but I've also seen matches where you get these pin save rolls of 5, 6, 7, 8, and the partner's going to come in, but you give the victim the chance to kick out, and he comes up with a real improbable kick out, and it doesn't cost his team a pin save, and so I don't like that approach either. So 2 to 3, no pin save. 4 to 5, pin save after the pin roll. 6 or higher, the pin save has to come first. Okay, so that is how we're going to do things from now on. But in any event, I digress. Congratulations to the Brisco brothers. They are your new World Tag Team Champions. And I'll check the history books here. I believe this is the first time Jack and Jerry Brisco have held the NWA World Tag Team Championship. And indeed, I am correct. So for the very first time, Jack and Jerry Brisco, your NWA World Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to them on a very well thought out victory. They knew exactly what they were doing. They used their technical skills. They took out the leg of the better wrestler of their opponents, and they leveraged that into a victory over the Maniacs team of Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan. And they never did let the Maniacs do anything maniacal. So congratulations to the Brisco brothers on a great win. And that brings us, fans, to our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger. Standing at 5'10", weighing in at 185 pounds, out of Aberdeen, Washington, known as the American Dragon, this is Bryan Danielson. And his opponent is your reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He is accompanied to the ring by Bobby the Brain Heenan. He stands at 6'1". He weighs in at 243 pounds. He hails from Charlotte, North Carolina. This is your World Heavyweight Champion, the one and only Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Under normal circumstances, Flair would be considered the heel in this match, but who doesn't love them some Ric Flair? And there are plenty of fans here at the Nutter Center who are joining in the chants of woo as Flair comes down to ringside, where Bryan Danielson is ready and waiting. And of course, Danielson, as you would expect, looking forward to the opportunity to test his skills against one of the best technical wrestlers in the business, and of course, the dirtiest player in the game. So here we go. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Ric Flair comes in and actually offers Bryan Danielson a handshake, which Danielson accepts, but before they can shake hands, Flair steps away, brushes his hair back with both hands, and yells, "Woo!" for everyone to enjoy. Now they lock up in the center of the ring, and the opening initiative role is indeed won by the Nature Boy. And Flair will immediately strut around the ring and give another woo, trying to get into the head of Bryan Danielson. And Danielson just picks him up into an airplane spin, spins him around and dumps him down to the canvas. "I got your arrogant strut right here," says Bryan Danielson. They come back together in the center of the ring. And this time it is a rolling elbow attempted by Bryan Danielson. That is a power maneuver, and it will not be successful. Flair with the power advantage in this match. The agility advantage belongs to Danielson. And now it is Danielson who is backed into the corner by Flair, and Flair immediately starts in on him with thunderous chops. Those vicious chops across the chest. Each chop accompanied by another woo, as Neil Lau comes into the chat room. And Neil, welcome to Freedom Festival 2023, brother, and woo to you as well. As Danielson trapped in the corner, Flair chopping away at him, and now Flair with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Bryan Danielson, and on a roll of 7, it is a reversal. And it is, or no, I'm sorry, that's the drop down. And it is Danielson coming off the ropes the other way, and on a roll of 3, it's Danielson who comes in low, wraps up Flair into a small package, and goes for the pin, but Flair kicks right out of that one. As Danielson with a few tricks of his own up his sleeve. Flair tries to roll out of the ring. Danielson not going to let that happen. And instead, Danielson's going to go up and attempt a missile dropkick. Flair too smart for that. Flair gets out of the way, and Danielson crashes to the canvas hard. Flair now backing him into the ring once again for more of those thunderous chops. And Danielson is going to absorb a point of fatigue after those thunderous chops, as Flair now has taken control. Flair moves in and clips the knee. Flair with a clip of the knee of Bryan Danielson. That is going to cost Danielson an injury point. As Flair works the knee, every time Flair injures the knee of his opponent, the injury count rolls up and the figure 4 becomes more devastating. Flair's actually going to try and pin Danielson now with his feet up on the ropes in the corner. Danielson kicks out of that one, but the damage has been done as Flair is in control. And now Flair with a big suplex takes Danielson up, over, and down to the canvas hard. Goes Bryan Danielson. They come together in the center. Flair with an elbow drop. Misses the elbow drop. Flair went for the elbow drop, and Danielson got out of the way. And now Danielson and Flair is rolling out of the ring, and Danielson dives to the outside of the ring, and leading to a pileup on the arena floor. Flair now out of the ring, and on a roll of 5, that is going to be the double disqualification roll. Is Flair going to get himself disqualified here? No, sir. Is Danielson going to get himself disqualified? Maybe. And on a roll of 4, he does get himself disqualified. How about that? Danielson disqualified as Flair took him out of the ring and baited him. And maybe by way of some sort of a dirty trick, Flair has gotten Bryan Danielson disqualified. What might have happened there? Oh, let's think about this. Why would Bryan Danielson get disqualified from a match against Ric Flair? Maybe Flair was attacked. Maybe Danielson did something. I'm actually working on a chart that would that would play this out. And let me see if I have that chart here. Yes, I do have the reasons for disqualification chart. And on a roll of 7, it is managerial tactics, something that Bobby Heenan did. Managed to provoke Danielson into a disqualification. Maybe Bobby Heenan handed Bryan Danielson a foreign object or something. Danielson took away the foreign object and nailed Flair with it. And it is Danielson who is disqualified here in tonight's main event, much to the disappointment of the ringside fans, as with that disqualification loss, Danielson no longer in contention for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And that is a disappointing conclusion to this match. But the dice do what the dice do. And in this case, the dice have screwed Bryan Danielson out of a World Championship opportunity. All right, what a crazy show we have seen. We've seen some great matches, and we've seen a few duds. I think the match of the night was the stretcher matches. Wyndham takes out Sting. That's certainly the thing that will be remembered. The show opened with Kevin Von Erich in a brutal, prolonged title defense against Verne Gagne. That was probably the best wrestling action we saw tonight, as Von Erich and Gagne went at it for a long time before Kevin finally was able to pin Verne Gagne with the flying body press. Then we saw the Fantastics get a quick win over Demolition. Actually, as Tommy Rogers bounced off the turnbuckle, hit Axe with a skull-splitting lariat, and pinned him in the center of the ring for a successful title defense for Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. Then we saw Nick Bockwinkel hoodwink Bruno Sammartino for a quick pinfall after a choke on the ropes. We saw Wyndham take out Sting in the stretcher match. The ladies' title match was the craziest thing we saw tonight, as Nicole Matthews and EVELISSE went all over the city of Dayton, finishing in a double countout with both ladies busted open at the conclusion of that match. Then we saw the Briscoe brothers, Jack and Jerry Briscoe, capture the NWA World Tag Team Championship as Jack Briscoe pinned Kevin Sullivan with a rolling reverse chinlock. And in your main event, it was Ric Flair with a disqualification victory over Bryan Danielson. Flair stays home with the gold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight for all of our action here at Freedom Festival 2023. One of our big pay-per-view, one of our big 4 pay-per-view matches, pay-per-view events in the Heartland to celebrate the 4th of July. To everybody who tuned in, thank you. Neil Lau, Amish Elvis, SDG Replays, Mark Ferguson, Al Red Sox Fan, Dwayne Martz, Salvador America, Philip Reynolds, Cleveland Baseball Fan 879. Thank you to everybody for checking out tonight's action. God bless you all. Happy 4th of July. From the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.